So basically, it's a
Yeah.
total 15 days of complete online training on Google Earth Engine for advanced remote sensing analysis.
Okay.
So basically, in this online training
Okay.
program, you already completed my basic online training program for the 7 days. Okay, which will be
Ah.
21 hours. Okay, we already complete this part. So now I hope we can easily learn all of those things about this new advanced online training program. So basically, in this online training program, first of all, I talk about the course content. So in this online training
Hmm.
program, I talk about the Rusli model. Okay, so mainly it's
Oh,
we are used for the Rusli model for that estimate the soil loss estimation. Okay, and where
okay. Okay.
and also find out the higher we can find out the more soil loss or less soil loss. So we are talking about the Rusli
Okay.
model and show you that how much
Okay.
soil will be losses for the different time period or annual, how much soil will be losses. So this type of analysis I try to
Okay.
complete it. And we also talk about the
Okay.
NDVI change detection. Okay, such as for the different time
Okay.
period, what is the
Okay.
condition of the NDVI and
Okay.
how to detect the
Okay.
change in vegetation over the time using
Okay.
NDVI.
Okay.
In this time, we also
Okay.
try to
Okay.
discuss about the monthly, annual, or seasonal rainfall analysis. So, what is the condition about the
Okay.
monthly, or annually, or seasonal rainfall for the different types of rainfall pattern and also trend
Okay.
at the different temporal
Okay.
scale. And we also try
Okay.
to discuss about the something about the land use land cover classification using machine learning. So in this time,
Okay.
I
Okay.
talk about that all of those machine learning approach, such as how
Okay.
random forest will be worked, how
Okay.
classification and regression will be worked, how minimum
Okay.
distance will be worked. So all of those things will be covered in this time. And then we talk about the
Okay.
LST, land surface temperature, and NDVI time series chart for various land use and land cover classes. Suppose what is
Okay.
the condition for the
You,
LST for the vegetation? What is the condition about the
okay.
LST for the urban land?
Acha, acha.
Okay, as well as we just try to make the interpret the relationship between the land use and temperature and vegetation health. Okay, so we also try to discuss
Okay.
about
Okay.
that, and we also try to discuss
The,
about the yeah
Mr. Rehan, one
yeah please
request, like
yeah
when you are discussing on the rainfall data
yeah
information,
yeah.
can we also deal with the the prediction of rainfall? Can we do that?
Okay, prediction is not done in this time because for the prediction we need to use here the paid version of Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, Google Earth Engine paid version, then we are use the prediction option on different types of prediction model we can use in the paid version for the Google Earth Engine. Okay, so without prediction we
Before
just
that,
use the different types of past year and then try to find out the
uh-huh,
trend. What is the trend about that for the suppose
uh-huh.
2023 or 2020? What is the trend the for
Yeah,
the
I
yeah
understood, Mr. Ahmed.
yeah.
But
So
with any machine learning techniques, can't we predict? Can't we predict it for the next few years
yeah
with the present last 20 years of data?
yeah yeah, then you
Can
can
we?
also predict, but this Google Earth Engine for the prediction is not
Uh,
possible to use the free to use. Then we have to buy the for their license for their use the prediction model. Okay, but it also do for the another way for the another Python programming language. Suppose we have the some
uh-huh.
suppose non raster data. If suppose we have some numerical data, so using
Yeah,
this
this is no
numerical,
numeric data.
yeah, then you can easily do
Uh,
it. There is no problem. Okay, and we can also predict for the
uh,
future what is the condition about the rainfall. So I already
yeah,
make
yeah.
a video about that. So I also send you about that.
Uh-huh.
Then you can easily get the suppose you have the some numerical data. So now you want to
Yeah, yeah.
identify or
Excel data. Say,
yeah, it also possible. Yeah,
uh-huh.
it also possible. Yeah, yeah, it also possible. No problem
Acha,
about
acha.
that.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, oh, you are.
okay. And then we also try to discuss about the satellite-based aridity index to monitor the drought condition and access the drought using the satellite.
Drought condition.
Yeah, drought.
Okay. Heredity index. Huh?
Yeah, using the aridity index.
Okay. Okay.
As well as we also discuss about the land surface temperature monitoring using the Landsat imagery and also
Okay. Okay.
utilize the Landsat data to monitor the land surface temperature change. How we can easily use for the Landsat
Okay.
5, Landsat 7, Landsat 8, or
Okay.
Landsat
Okay.
9. for the LST.
Okay.
We also talk about the linear regression model, okay, and trend analysis.
This is
Okay, so
this
what
is
is the
for what?
trend? Yeah,
Linear regression is for LST.
any data set. We can use any data set. It
Okay.
can be LST, it can be NDVI. So I show you the one
Okay.
approach. Using the same approach, you can do for the any data set, in LST or
Achha.
NDVI, anything. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
same
Understood.
approach.
And this LST change, I mean, analysis, we can be working on the old data sets also, Mr. Eman. Like for example, how much in during 1990s, how is it? 2000, how is it?
Yeah.
2010, how is it?
Yes. Yes. We can easily do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. As well as
Fine.
after
Yeah.
linear regression, we talk about the
Ah.
man candle test. How we can easily use the man candle test and also
Uh-huh.
make the long term trend of NDVI. Okay. Using the same approach, you can
Okay.
also do for the LST and use the man candle
Uh-huh.
test. Same approach. There is no
Long
problem.
term.
Okay. As well
And
as,
one more thing,
yeah,
yeah,
please.
this man candle test, Rahman, Mr. Rahman, the long term analysis you are saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Yeah.
With this, can we go for prediction?
Okay, so in this time, it's not for the prediction, but it's showing
Ah,
about only for that. Suppose any region,
ah,
drought. Okay, so in this time, it find out the drought region over a specific
ah,
time
yes.
period.
Ah,
Okay,
ah,
it easily find it using the man candle about that.
oh, this man candle. The main usage of this man candle is to derive at the heredity index.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was possible. Yeah, yes,
Heredity. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
yeah. And also do for the NDVI or NEWI, anything we can easily apply the man candle test and get
Uh-huh.
about detect the trend. Okay,
This is mainly used for getting the trend analysis.
trend
Trend.
analysis. Yeah, what is the high trend or where is the low trend? Okay, this type of analysis we can easily get from here.
For
As
the
well
last
as,
say,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah. And we also talk about the monitoring the VCI, TCI or VSI. Mainly, it's all of
uh-huh.
those the three index. We are mainly used for the three index for identify the growth condition
Mhm.
and the
Okay.
analyze the vegetation health or thermal condition, overall vegetation condition indices. How it will easily create the VCI, TCI or VSI, and so make the time series chart about that. Okay. Then detecting the deforestation, how we can easily detecting the deforestation using the machine learning method. Okay. And how to identify
Okay.
the deforestation
Detection
using
of
machine
deforestation.
any forest, any
Uh-huh.
we can easily
Okay.
do.
Okay. Vegetation. You mean to say vegetation?
Yeah. Then we
Loss
talk,
of vegetation.
yeah, and then detecting the deforestation. Okay, classifying the salt. Okay, suppose we just classify the salt and calculated the area. Okay, suppose
Soil,
1 degree,
or soil.
it's salt. Okay, so
What
dam,
is that?
from the dam, how we can easily calculate the slope. Suppose 1 degree angle, how much
Okay,
area is
slope,
available?
slope.
Yeah, slope.
You
Yeah,
you mean to say slope?
yeah, yeah. And classify
Okay,
the
okay.
slope and the calculate area using the Google Earth Engine platform. And after that classification of NDVI and calculated the area, so mainly
Mhm.
we are using at the different types of threshold. Using this threshold, what is the condition of different types of NDVI classes, and also calculated the data and area. Then
Mhm.
extraction of raster. Suppose any raster, it can be NDVI, it can be NWI, anything, any raster data. How we can easily extract the point sample in Excel file with specific coordinate. Okay. Then we talk about the some monitoring the bioclimatic variable, how we can easily use the different types of bioclimatic variables, analyze the bioclimatic variable to understand their impact on ecosystem. We also discuss about that. And then how to monitor the monthly evapotranspiration. We also talk about the evapotranspiration and how we can easily get the monthly evapotranspiration and monitor the
Mhm.
water cycle through the evapotranspiration cycle. We also discuss about that. And then monitor the
Okay.
soil
Water cycle.
salinity. Yeah. What?
Evapotranspiration and water cycle.
Yeah.
Water balance cycle. Huh?
Yeah. 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 And then we talk about the monitoring of soil salinity index, okay, and assess the soil salinity using the remote sensing. How we can easily access the soil salinity using the remote sensing technique. We also discuss about that,
Okay.
as well as also discuss about the landslide. How you can easily make the landslide susceptibility using the Google Earth Engine and also help of ArcGIS software and make the landslide susceptibility mapping. We also talk about the flood
Actually,
mapping. Yeah.
Actually, Mr. Rahman, in this region, I think there is no much landslide
Okay,
vulnerable areas.
then I can
Yeah.
change it for my own area. Suppose hill district area, I can choose and then show you the example. It also better, yeah. And then we also discuss about the flood mapping using the Sentinel-1 SAR data and calculated the flooded area using the SAR data. Okay. And then we also try to discuss about the trend analysis of NDVI and how we can easily use the NDVI for the trend for any region. Okay. So in this time, there are the total 20 topics. Okay. And all of those topics has a lot of things. So that's why in this time we take some time for completing all of those things. And step by step we try to complete all of those things such as Rusli model, NDVI change. So all of those topics will be covered. There is no problem.
Inshallah.
And we try to complete. There is no problem. Okay. Okay. So let's go for the first test.